guys, Nick Carter here, back with another video. So WWDC was earlier today, depending on where you are in the world. For me it was at 3 AM, so early start to the day. So at WWDC, Apple will always announce the new software versions for all their platforms. So we're looking at iOS, macOS, watchOS and tvOS, and they unveil all the new features coming to their new devices, which generally the software will come out officially at the end of the year, say around September. But if you want to risk it, you can go out and get the developer betas for all of them now. I've installed iOS 12 on my iPhone 10, so I thought I'd just do a quick video on some of the key things that are in iOS 12. So let's get the screen recording going. And so one thing you'll notice about iOS 12 is that it's an update that has a few things in it, but it's not a hugely feature-packed update. Yeah, one of the big things is a lot of new redesign of the apps. So you have a new stock app, which I haven't downloaded because I'm not a stocky kind of guy. You got this new measure app, which is kind of cool. Previously, you would have to go and download this app separately. But here you can see, if I measure this book, there you go, and you got your 14 centimeters or whatever, and tells you how many inches it is, and you can copy that to your notes and whatnot. So that's kind of cool. Nice that it's a nice clean interface and everything like that. So that's inbuilt now into iOS rather than having to go into the App Store and download it third party. They've also redesigned some of their apps. So the News app now has this browse feature here on the far right, so you can actually go in and select a specific, if you want to go and look at Apple News, it'll go in specifically and go to that. So that's kind of cool. Another new update to one of their apps is the Photos app. So if you go into Photos, you now have this search function down here in the bottom right, and you can search for your photos and it will use machine learning to identify them. Now, it isn't as good as Google Photos because their machine learning is just off the charts. But if I say search for beer, see it comes up with photo of beer. And it's definitely better than it used to be because that would not work before. The biggest update is group notifications. We've always wanted group notifications and now we can have them. So if you click on here, you can see all the notifications for this one app, and you can show less, or more importantly, clear all. It's still not integrated perfectly. It groups it via app rather than via thread, but look, it's a step in the right direction for sure. Another cool feature that's probably going to be more important to iPhone 10 users, you just hear that light? Right, is prior in iOS 11, you had to press and hold on apps in the app changer or the app switcher to close the apps. And now they brought back the old school, swipe up to delete, which, look, they shouldn't have got rid of it in the first place, but it's nice that it's back. Siri has also got a few improvements, not the overhaul we were hoping for, but it's now got this new shortcut feature. Now, I can't seem to find the Siri shortcut app in the beta, but what this is going to basically allow us to do is have an IFTT, if this, then that sort of built-in format for Siri, so you can say a specific command and then link it together. So that's going to make Siri a lot more useful if you're used to using Siri all the time. Really, sort of pretty much it. The next big one is screen time. Not so important for me. I'm not really looking to stop using my phone that much, but this is like a massive breakdown of what you have been using your phone for, and you can actually set app limits. So if I want to add a limit for, say, games, add a limit, 1 hour, and I can say, look, I only want to do 1 hour on every other day, but on a Friday I want to do 2 hours, and then we go back and yeah, done. So now if I'm playing games, it will only let me play for an hour a day, and it will let me know when that time is coming up. I see this being good for, say, families with children and whatnot, being able to lock certain apps down for kids, or maybe if you're in a relationship and you guys bicker a lot about using certain apps too much, whatever it is, you can put restrictions on each other so that you guys can just focus about being in a relationship rather than using your phone so much. Another cool feature, it's not something personally for myself, but if you go into, say, a message thread and you want to do an emoji, which is specifically obviously for the iPhone 10, you can now do a few new faces, obviously. So we got this clown, which is, you know, cool. It's got tongue detection now, which is kind of creepy. So I feel like a lot of people are going to be out there sticking their tongues out. And you should be able to, if we go all the way, you can do what's called a memoji. So a little gimmicky, but you know, the way we communicate with people these days, sending stickers and memes and whatnot, I can see this being pretty popular. So obviously you can go through and customize your, you can do hairstyle. I don't know why I'm getting a lot of female hairstyles. Change your eye color. It's kind of like the little Me guys for Nintendo. It's very similar, but obviously this, you know, it's a bit gimmicky, but that's a feature there as well. Look, to be honest, that's pretty much it in terms of overhaul. You got a couple of new app redesigns, like I mentioned, and a few improvements. Overall, it's actually a really snappy beta. I've been using it all day, and you know, if you want to update, I'll leave a link down below for you guys to check out. I will also be doing a video at some point this week on the new macOS Mojave. Cool new features in that as well, so I'll be dropping a video on that soon as well, so make sure you subscribe to check that out as well. If you enjoyed this quick look at iOS 12, guys, hit that thumbs up button down below, and yeah, until the next video, peace.